Did you get to that they finally arrested Andrew Tate?
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
When I first heard that, I was like, Andrew Tate, was that the guy who used to rape people and then bragged about starting a business based on human We're talking about that Andrew Tate? Also, it's so good to hear from people you haven't heard of in a long time, isn't it? It's just like when one of your high school buddies pops up in your life for the first time in 5 years. How's Jason doing? He's homeless and addicted to drugs. Oh. I've never been a fan of Andrew Tate, but I remember when he was popular. I always thought that like the alpha male trend was hilarious, and I knew some guys who loved it unironically. But making an idol out of somebody who was clearly this evil, that's not it. Anywho, I'll give you one guess as to what they got him for. What do you think it was? A pyramid scheme? Money laundering? No, it's the least surprising charge you could think of. Rape and human. Take a look at the video.
Tonight, British authorities are seeking the extradition of Andrew and Tristan Tate. The prominent influencers in the so-called manosphere were arrested by federal marshals in Miami.
When was the term manosphere invented, by the way? Because back in the Andrew Tate days, it was always alpha male. I'm hearing this word manosphere a lot lately. Maybe it's because I'm old and out of touch. This idea that because feminism is so evil that we also have to create another evil for men too. It seems like the Tate brothers kind of ushered that in for sure, but I don't remember it having that name. No, correct me if I'm wrong.
CBS's Christian Benavidez is there with details on the new charges. Christian.
Good evening, Jerika. The Tate brothers were taken into custody as they were heading to a boxing event that one of them was set to co-host here in Miami. They've indicated that they're likely going to fight those extradition charges back to the United Kingdom.
So they're basically being sent back to the United Kingdom because they have a lot of charges against them there. If you don't remember, they were about to get arrested a while ago and actually moved to Romania because they were like, there's no way they can get us here. I don't know what possessed them to come to the US because we're basically best buddies with the UK. But all right, come to Florida, see what happens. Andrew Tate even tweeted a while ago at Ron DeSantis, almost challenging him to arrest him. Uh-oh, look what happens.
U.S. Marshals arrested notorious social media influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate in Miami on Saturday, stemming from recent developments in the UK. Authorities there, who already had a case against the duo, say 4 more alleged victims of the brothers came forward with accusations of assault, child, and extreme pornography.
They got him on CP charges? This just goes to show you that sexual perversion is a never-ending hunger. It's one of the reasons why pornography is so bad for you. If you start perverting your sexual desires, what's going to happen is they're going to become more and more perverted until eventually they become illegal. That's crazy.
Bringing the total number of charges faced to 59.
59
The charges relate to 7 victims, spanning a period from 2010 to 2017.
The men are part of the so-called manosphere, boasting millions of followers and selling online courses on masculinity.
Are they still selling those courses on masculinity? Anyone watching this video right now, comment below if you know somebody who's ever taken one of these courses, because I'm half convinced that this was just like propaganda or bots or something.
In 2022, the Tate brothers were arrested in Romania on human and sexual charges. The case did not go to trial but remains open. Last year, the brothers left Romania for Florida, and state officials announced a probe into their activity. The Tate brothers deny all allegations. Their attorney tells CBS News the world knows Andrew and Tristan Tate are innocent.
The world knows that they're innocent.
We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever.
Come on, guys. I think we got some footage of them actually being arrested.
Hey, would you mind signing?
Hey, take.
There he is getting cuffed. Is that Tristan in the back with the hat? One commenter says, are we sure they weren't arrested for their crimes against fashion? Which, low-key, that's true. See that purple shirt? This guy says, I actually forgot they existed, to be perfectly honest. Same. Who's heard the name Andrew Tate in like 5 years? There's a lesson to be learned in all of this, and as I said before, it has to do with sexual perversion. I want to read for you a couple of verses from Romans chapter 1. I think it really helps to contextualize everything. For this reason, God gave them up for dishonorable passions. For their women exchanged natural relations for those that are contrary to nature. And the men, likewise, gave up their natural relations with women and were consumed with passion for one another. Men committing shameless acts with men and receiving themselves due penalty for their error. So it's a verse about but more broadly speaking, it's a verse about sexual perversion. Remember that God is just. He does not allow evil to go on forever. You got men running around doing heinous things and expecting nothing bad is going to happen to them. But look what happens. God is just. And in this case, he's using the justice system to pass judgment. It feels good though, doesn't it? The justice of God. Honestly, I find this story a little funny.